EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots. This morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. They'll throw with May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. The back deep for the Steelers is Calvin Austin. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return, Austin. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. first carry now. This is Johnson. Takes it to about the 37. You can look at this Patriots defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Metcalf motions left. Now Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now wasting time going right back to DK Metcalf. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. A solid stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
58.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and a couple.
319.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Again, it's Johnson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well, to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They got to like what they're doing on this drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
They've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. 88. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal.
319. Right. Hey, 88. Screen it.
Rodgers going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now receiver in motion left. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. An audible here to get a new look.
26. Yeah, live. Back north.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incomplete separation there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Patriots get the football back. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, what's up?
May going to give it to Henderson. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
This now a 3rd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The Patriots at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hey, what's up? Torpedo! Crazy! Crazy!
Here's May. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10.
Hey, what's up? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, come out with me.
Throwing here is May. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hey, what's up? Hey, 5.
Looking to throw. May. That is caught. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, here we go, Str8t. Hey, what's up? We're good. Crazy.
To the air, May. He'll swing this out to Henderson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Good. Hey, what's up? Hey, Angel. Hey, Jen Wright.
To throw, it's May. He'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Travel like a bond, I'm a traveling man. LAX out the Baltimore, they landed in France. Racing shows out in Germany, involved in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here.
Hey, what's up?
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hey, here we go, Str8t. Hey, what's up?
Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now May on the sneak. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Diddy, what's up? Crazy, crazy. You're on the ball.
They'll try and throw forward May. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's converged on quickly, and I don't think he got the first down. He did not. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Throwing now is Rodgers. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Right, here we go, throw.
Play action. May. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 15 yards on that one. And New England has a first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than...
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We made a low power ranger. Mine also dangerous.
What's that? Hey, what's up?
From the shotgun, May with it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, what's up? Five.
He'll drop to throw. May looking to run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
From the shotgun, it's May. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gallus now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now run straight ahead with Warren. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. So we've hit intermission. possession. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A two-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
In motion right, that's Wilson. Rodgers now to throw. Get a man here, it's Wilson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ballgame. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Patriots 14, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Second and 9.
What's that?
Looking to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Patrick Queen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on third down.
Hey, what's up? Crazy. Hey, we gotta push it up.
They'll throw with May. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Out to the flat here for Johnson. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it's 2nd down.
Caught that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second down and 6 now. Rodgers again now. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. To throw, it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Steelers first and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Not wasted time, going right back to DK Metcalf. On 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Rodgers now on third and goal. Screen play, Johnson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. DK Metcalf with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here goes Str8t. Hey, what's up?
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw him right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here goes Str8t. Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good. Crazy, crazy. Hey, five.
Throwing here is May. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, here goes Str8t. Hey, what's up?
Here's May. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
First down, it's Henderson. He'll take it inside the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's May. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, what's that? Hey, question now. Let me try to hit us up.
Looking to throw, May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. That's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Rodgers going to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's third down.
Hey, 88.
Now it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught. It's Austin. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
18.
Now Rodgers. That foot throw there is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Rodgers. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here's 1st down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And will wisely just take a knee here. And this ball will come out to the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Rodgers wants to change the look. They'll look to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Back to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And he's caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now 1st and goal.
26. 258.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
26. 18.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And now an audible here into something else. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Crazy. Sir, what's that? Hey, what's that? Hey, now, here.
He's back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here comes 2nd down.
Angel. Sir, what's that? Nitty, what's up? Crazy. Go get him. Hey, what?
To the air, May. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Crazy. Here goes Str8t. Five. Hey, what's up? I want. Crazy.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come from